السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت، وعافنا فيمن عافيت، وتولنا فيمن توليت، وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت، وقنا شر ما قضيت، فإنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك، إنه لا يذل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت، تباركت ربنا وتعاليت، فلك الحمد على ما قضيت، نستغفرك اللهم ونتوب إليك، وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, we're reading Seedbed of the Light, page number, I guess, so it's not printed for us, but 62 of the book, and the third last paragraph starting with if his kingdom. If his kingdom contained no permanent lofty mansions with everlasting inhabitants, his wisdom, favor, mercy, and justice would have to be denied. This also would require us to accept that the one who does all these things originating in his wisdom, mercy, favor, and justice is, God forbid such a thought, a capricious trickster and a heartless tyrant. We would have to turn truths into their opposites and act that those with sound reasoning, excluding those like the sophists who deny the existence of everything, including themselves, say is impossible.
Okay. I think we should distribute those papers there. Then them. Okay. But you need. This is not a difficult subject, but very much neglected subject about argument for resurrection. Very much neglected. What does it mean? Although it is so obvious, all of us should take notice of it, but unfortunately we don't take it into our mind and analyze it accordingly. This, the text says the names of God: wisdom, favor, mercy, justice, whatever. But what does it mean, names of God, as far as we are concerned? As far as we are concerned, names of God, what do you understand from it? Without referring to Quran mentions of this is something out of question here. Names of God. What do you understand from it? As far as you are concerned.
What I understand from names of God are basically qualities that I observe which cannot be, which are not the source of their own existence, but I can observe and feel them or acknowledge them.
To offer those things. We are not going to leave them here, are we? How about this one? This is for you. Save it for yours. Now, very good description. Whatever the qualities I see in creation refers to its creator's qualities. Otherwise, as you said, we cannot refer these qualities to this, not only lifeless is nothing, matter. We cannot refer these qualities to the matter itself. All the qualities, what we see. As far as we are concerned, these qualities tell us that whoever gave existence to this universe must have these qualities, so that the qualities manifested there, because this is the art, and the qualities are reflected on the matter by the artist. Right? It's very simple. You don't have to have any magical ideas or religious belief, faith, or no, that's a reality here. You are observing. It is so simple. We don't have to see the artist. One thing that makes people puzzle, how do we know God? Or you don't have to see God, or you don't have to know God and anything. Just look at the universe. It is an obvious demonstration of an art. Very simple. I will tell you another point that is famous among Islamic scholarship, and they keep narrating this. You can experience it, and with no doubt, no hesitation, no prejudice, bias, you say, yeah, it must be so. I can tell you a very simple example that we refer to always, because this universe obviously is an art. Everything is meaningful, working perfectly with wisdom. So, by looking at the art as conscious beings, humans understand that something else is manifesting his qualities on these events. Very simple. Isn't it? Is it complicated? Something else is manifesting the qualities here, because the matter cannot be. We have to establish this. Can the matter be the source of existence of the qualities manifested in them? That is the main question. If someone says, yes, matter itself is making all these perfect arts, as the text says, unless you deny the matter, that it exists, you have to accept that this matter is arranged of simple things, any simple thing. It doesn't have to be complicated. Look at a chair, whatever you call them here, but it manifests the qualities of its maker. So simple. Even a piece of paper. The piece of paper cannot become a piece of paper by itself. It has a maker arranged in this way because the particles of the paper cannot make them into a paper. It's so simple. And the simplest thing that human beings should understand. So, when you look at the art, Any piece of art, for example, here's the simplest thing. This chair is not complicated at all, although the people don't see that there are some examples of it at the background. When you look at it, what you say, for sure, they are made in this way. Very simple. And if they are made, they have a maker. Very simple. The main question is this: do you have to see the maker making the chairs so that you will conclude that this chair has a maker? And the qualities of the chair, are coming from his preferences, his choices, his abilities. So look at the chair. Let's say, very critical thing I'm going to tell you. It excites me. Looking at the chair, and as a human being, you know that the qualities are given to it by a maker, whoever made it, I don't know. Maybe a robot. Again, a robot is made as well, adjusted according to the conditions of the chair, so that it is by a conscious being ultimately. By a conscious being, and he arranged it either into a machine that the machine automatically makes it, or he himself makes it. When you look at the chair, about the qualities of the maker of the chair, you conclude from where? From the chair. Right? Very simple. From the chair. If I tell you about your conviction that this chair is made by something or someone, but ultimately a conscious being preferred, because this thing must have a free will to choose this way rather than that way. So it must be conscious, it must be alive, it must have certain qualities. Isn't that simple? Right. If I tell you, think about it now, seriously. Are you 100% sure that all the qualities you are seeing on the simplest chair, it's a very simple chair, are coming from its maker, and the qualities belong to the maker, not the chair itself? Are you sure? The qualities belong to the chair, to the maker, its maker, not the chair itself. Do you understand what I mean? Do you? No? Okay. But if you don't, tell me.
Yeah, good.
Sorry?
I'm not following that.
You are not following because I'm sorry, you are not used to thinking in this way. It's not difficult. Now, the qualities you see, that it's a square, the front side is softer, back side is harder, and there is an iron bar in it so that when you lean against it, it wouldn't go. So it will support your belly. Do you think the particles of the material or the rubber or the metal are arranging it? Is there any way? Okay. No. Okay? It is made by something else. So the qualities which makes the chair as a chair do not belong to itself, but to a maker. This maker must be conscious, must have free will, to choose, right? Rather than doing this way, it has done in that way. So, are you 100% sure that is really, if definitely that's your conclusion? We call it as your belief. That belief is not an abstract thing. I'm absolutely sure, but it's made by a conscious being. Right? Okay. Now be careful. If you see the man making the chair in front of you, in front of your eyes, is your conviction about the qualities of the chair is coming from somewhere else, going to increase? Somebody is making it. First, you have seen the chair, made up your mind, right? Made up your mind. It must have definitely been arranged by a conscious being, right? This is your conclusion now. The second day, you came here and saw a man or a woman with his own hand making the chair. Is your conviction going to increase that, oh, yeah, I am absolutely sure now that it is a maker and the qualities are given to it by its maker? Will there be any difference between the first day's conclusion and the conclusion of the second day's experience, that you are seeing the man doing it?
Yes.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes, I'll probably feel something more than I felt when I concluded on it.
You will have more conviction?
I'll have more conviction.
Why?
Because there's a logical conclusion that we make,
Yeah.
and then it is the experience in our body, in our senses,
Yeah.
that gives us even more information to conclude without, independent of logically concluding.
No, that is something prejudiced to me. No, why? Look, conclusion is the conclusion of your observation at any rate. For example, you are observing the chair, right, and coming to a conclusion that this chair must have been made by a one who is consciously choosing, preferring, making it on purpose, right? That is your conclusion. Write it down. Now, when you see the man making the chair, do you see the qualities of the man? It is.
Sure.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Do you see it?
like their qualities
His qualities? How do you see it?
by looking at them.
Do you see my qualities by looking at me?
I mean, yes, I can tell that you have the ability to teach. You have like a certain
Look, not as far as the chair's quality, manifested in the chair's quality is concerned. Now, for example, let's say I am a best musician. By looking at me, can you tell me that I am the best musician?
I could probably tell if you're artistic or not.
Sorry?
I can probably tell if you're creative or artistic or not.
No.
How you think. By the way that you think, by interacting with you, I can probably tell certain.
No. What my question is this.
I may not see.
My question is different. Be careful. It's a good argument. Good argument. I am the best musician. It is just too opposite of reality. Whatever. When you look at me, can you tell that by any sign in my being, as far as you see it outwardly, I am the best musician. Like this. I'm sitting here like this. Oh, this man must be the best musician because of the sign under his eyes or something like that. You can't. Qualities are not observable at all unless they are manifested. So you can see my quality as the best musician when you hear my art performed. Again, my physical being here do not add anything to your conviction. Because when I'm performing the art, making for example, let's say I am the maker of this chair and I am making the chair, how do you see the qualities? How do you see the qualities in me if you have not observed the qualities manifested in the chair?
Is there nothing that I conclude, can conclude more by just your mere existence, manifesting or not? The fact that a chair exists,
Yeah.
shouldn't that be enough to say?
Yes. The chair and the qualities on the chair exists, Habibi. Habibi, before you say it. Hey, Habibullah, before you say it, there are some things unclaimed.
There's one next.
There's one extra.
There's something over here unclaimed also.
But you can claim more.
Alhamdulillah.
I don't see it. So
Okay, I get it.
you got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. But this is an extremely important point. Imam Ali said, if the veils
Were to be lifted.
were to be lifted, my certainty in God will not increase. So simple. But methodologically is extremely important, but the process is so simple. Process is so simple. Why don't we use it? Because when we say belief, when we say faith, when we say religion, we are totally in an imaginary world, not real world. So we say, well, people say this. How can I know? How can I make sure? Because they hear the narrations without referring. For example, I am the chair maker, okay? People say, Ali is the best chair maker. My name is Ali. Ali is the best chair maker. I don't know. I'm not sure. But everybody says so. Since everybody claims so, I have to go with the flow. That's how our belief is. So meaningless, baseless, inhuman. Complete. Whether if it's an imagination, complete imagination. If God comes down and demonstrates that he is making everything himself, I am convinced, I have been thinking about it for a while, for a real while. My belief in God wouldn't increase. Why? Still, God comes down there in the horizon without making, without acting. I look at it, huge thing, or whatever. I don't know what it is. Unless he acts, I will never know anything of him. That's how I am. That's why my capacity is very simple. When he acts, I will know his qualities only where? Not coming from his eyes, from his hands. No. In his manifested in his word. Simple, isn't it? Still, I don't have to see God at all. Doing, acting. No, I don't need it. Even you saw it, it wouldn't make any difference. Still, you have to look at the manifestations of his act and see what the quality is manifested, reflected on the art of the universe, or yourself, a part of the universe. Why do you want to see God? I don't understand. It wouldn't make any difference. That is so simple. Unfortunately, ideologically, it is in the Islamic literature. Imam Ali claimed this. Wow. Even the veils of the universe are lifted. My certainty will not increase. Oh, that belongs to Imam Ali. Wow, no one can reach that level. No, any ordinary can make it, but have a right methodology. Have a right methodology. Belief must be established on your physical experience. In any case, whether you see the man who is making the chair or you don't see it, still you have to establish your conclusion by looking at the qualities manifested in the chair. So simple. There is no difference. There would be no difference. Why do we make the belief matters difficult for us, alien for us? Because methodologically, we are not educated in coming to a conclusion by
Observing the universe.
sorry,
Observing the universe.
observing the art in order to come to a conclusion about the artist. Artist, whether it is present or not, doesn't matter. They say Allah is in ghaib. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. Even he wasn't present, doing everything magically, I would still look at the art and see his quality. Otherwise, I cannot look at a man saying that, oh, he's a great, let's say, mathematician. Like that. No, unless he demonstrates it. That is our capacity. That's how we are. So don't make belief matters something abstract, something imaginary, something, a spiritual thing that you feel. What does it mean? Spiritual thing that you feel. Be realistic. Use your capacity and use the evidence provided for you in this world. It's so simple. Why do we make it difficult? But if we are stuck with a certain words, it's a very simple actually, very simple. So saying that, do we have evidence for God to exist or for Allah to exist? How do we know uh, man, you are a human being. Don't you see the world? Don't you see yourself? Don't you experience yourself? That's it. That's it. That's what we are responsible for. We don't have to see the ghaib. Ghaib means that really the work is there, but the actor of the work, we don't see the actor. You don't have to see it. That's the point. Now, I think you wanted to say.
Isn't desire or prejudice to wanting to experience the art or the manifestation of the art? I think there is a desire
Yeah.
involved in a continuous experience of that art.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to understand that desire.
It is with you. Whether you accept it or you ignore it, you don't use it. Make a religion, any matter related to religion, into a mystery. Into a mystery. Some people believe, but what they say, there is God. Where is it? I don't know. Because it is not presented in the right methodology. But strangely enough, Quran always refers to what? رب السماوات والأرض رب العالمين. How many times? That desires this, but we don't know where and how we are going to practice this desire because of the heavy propaganda, heavy influence from the religious side that belief is a matter of something. Not everybody can have it. It's a matter of how. This stupid language, meaningless language, unrealistic language, alienated the people from reality. Although Quran explicitly says it, look at the universe, look at my act, consider the things around you. Why don't you think of what you are eating? Isn't that? Why don't you think of how the trees are growing, how the animals are moving? Why? Quran never says you have to come and go into the deep heavens and see God is acting there. There's no such thing. There's no such news anywhere. But making it mysterious because very simplistic matter. We turned human beings, divided the world into two. Material world, spiritual world. Material world is the world, this world. This is transient, forget about it. Spiritual world, you have to experience in your heart. Look, common people, some people pretend. I believe they pretend. It is impossible. I feel it in my heart. So comedy. Make it simple. Make it in a mysterious thing. But not everybody can get belief unless God wants it. I'm not satisfied. There is God. Where is it? And it means God doesn't want me to believe. This language, this literature, this attitude made people atheist. It's very dangerous. Make it simple. Make everything simple. I love it. I love this approach. And as I was coming here in the train, I read it. I said, so obvious. You don't have to have a special attitude to believe, to confirm this news. Look at the one. Now, coming to resurrection. There is continuous creation, never ending, with no interruption, no incessions, continuous, constant. And everything is either this way or another way, meaningfully coming into existence, perfectly in harmony with the rest of it. Look at your own body. Everything is perfectly harmoniously working. And you make sense of your own existence. You see, you hear, you think, you reflect, and through the reaction or first vehicle of your body and interaction with the body, you experience it's your reality. Something you experience that, but the wonderful things are going on here. Definitely, a continuous qualities of the creator is, no, I made a mistake. The qualities of the maker of this universe continuously repeating itself, although the things are passing by, but the source keeps manifesting the same qualities again and again and again, unceasingly, incessantly, without any cessation, any interruption.
Incessantly.
Incessantly.
Incessant.
Incessantly. Incessantly, yeah, I think it's called. Incessantly. What does it mean? Source is permanent. Manifestation is renewing itself continuously. Very simple, right? Source is permanent. Have you seen, in general, manifesting the qualities of the maker as to be wise, powerful, limitless knowledge? Study? Well, not the Quran. Study the universe. Limitless knowledge. In a cell, in an atom, you find endless quality is manifested there. Perfect. Perfect. And the atomic structures, particles, are employed there only. Like the chair, you use the material, but the material doesn't make chair. The maker, there is a maker who makes the chair with the material. That's so simple. So these qualities are listed here as wisdom, favor, mercy, justice. The tree is created, and all the necessary things are created with it to satisfy the needs of the tree. Human beings are created, and we are in need of innumerable things. They are satisfied unless we have caprices, we put our own caprices in the front, saying that this must be created for me. Then I am in trouble. Yeah. Otherwise, as you are created, you are getting old, you are going to die. That's how you are created. Of course, while you are alive, you see these qualities universally manifesting as far as you can see. Simple. And now, these qualities are endless, with no limit, manifesting continuously. Have you seen any hesitations? Any diminish in the manifestation of the quality in the course of time, that it is becoming less and less perfect? I think the maker, the actor who gives existence to the universe is exhausted now, or losing the resources. Is there any sign? So, as far as we are concerned, I am given the quality to want absolute wisdom, absolute justice, absolute mercy, absolute favor, beneficence. But I want. But in this type of creation, these infinite qualities are manifesting themselves, demonstrating themselves, but my desire, which is my desires, which are given to me by
My maker.
sorry,
My maker.
by my maker. I'm not satisfied, right?
Mhm.
And I'm dying. I'm giving death, not I die. I don't know how to die. I'm giving death as I was giving birth. Simple. So I say, no. I want, I need mercy eternally, wisdom, justice eternally manifesting. But my reality says, yeah, the source is eternal, but in this type of creation, you human beings cannot accomplish your expectations. It means, what is that? It means there must be another type of creation that my needs must be satisfied. If the creator of the universe and the creator of me in the universe demonstrating that you need mercy, justice, wisdom, favor, and he is demonstrating that he is able to do this, and he is giving you the desire to experience them eternally with no cessation. Then if death was the end of everything, as far as I'm concerned, this one who makes the universe must be a torturer. Here is very important. Don't be afraid of using this word. If he is not going to satisfy my desires as he gave me and demonstrated that he is able to give, if he doesn't give me, if the death is end of everything, he must be a capricious trickster and heartless tyrant. That's what we have to understand. Torturing me, giving me, creating me with the hunger and not giving me food. and demonstrating that he has endless food not giving to me. Can you imagine? He created you with the need of hunger and demonstrated that, look, endless food I have. Right? Simple. And you are starving. He says, I am not going to give them to you. What do you say? He is so sadist that he takes pleasure from torturing me. If someone says death is the end of everything for human beings, it means he interprets the manifestations of these endless qualities of the Creator as belonging to a capricious trickster, heartless tyrant. Look at the universe. Look at yourself. Is there any sign that the Creator is heartless tyrant? Look at it. Animal kingdom, plants, stars, arrangement of the heavens, the animals, the insects. Is there any sign that the Creator is a heartless tyrant? Just opposite. Is there any sign? Everything is well arranged, perfectly arranged. There are thousands of or millions of different kinds of creatures he created. He gives existence. And creates them with completely different needs and provides what they need. But gives death at the end. What does it mean? It's contradictory, isn't it? So the quality is manifested in the universe, witness that there must be another type of creation. That's the simplest thing we ignore. We ignore the simple thing that we are observing in this universe. How can I know that I will be resurrected after I die? They are thinking of something magical will happen, and they will demonstrate, or that something will demonstrate that here you are, exist again, rise up, and then you have to see somebody was dead, and then, resurrected in the second day, leave it another a couple of days or weeks or years. I see it. It is not human. That's why people make up stories, saying that somebody died. A few days later, he was resurrected, and eyewitnesses saw him. Where do you know? 2,000 years ago, happened, they say, that most of the people are not aware of it. Even you saw it, what does it mean? What does it mean? Look at your present day. Here, observe the qualities in your desire and conclude. Either the creator of this universe is absolutely merciful. If death is the end of everything, he is absolutely heartless tyrant. Which one is correct? Look at it. So obvious. I was so excited when I read this passage. Why don't we take the reality that we are observing in this universe as the evidence for the truthfulness of the matters that we hear from any source, Quran or other scriptures, that there will be another creation. Will you be surprised? Even they don't say it, you can find it. Yes, there must be something else, man. My maker doesn't seem to be a ruthless tyrant. Yeah, making a trick for me, cheating me. Why should he? I did nothing to create me. He gave you existence. He gave us existence himself. He endowed us, equipped us, all these qualities that we are having here, experiencing. I didn't ask him. He gave me the desire for eternal happiness. He gave me the desire for the manifestation of absolute wisdom, absolute justice. So it is his responsibility. It's not my responsibility. He must fulfill it. He can fulfill it. Here are the evidences manifested, obviously, in front of us. So simple. Do you find it difficult at all? I don't know. Either I am a very simple-minded man, or the truth is so simple. We should not make it into a mystery. We shouldn't turn religion into a mystery. It is so realistic. Belief matters when they are related to the witnessing of the creation. They are so obvious. If you ignore the universe, if you ignore your physical existence in this world and start imagining the belief religious matters in an abstract things, whatever they are, spiritual things, then you are in trouble, and that is inevitable.
So we talked about that the qualities are continuously being manifested, and because of that, we see a continuous coming into existence of the qualities. So we conclude that the source must be a permanent one, the one that's, displaying these qualities continuously. And because I have a desire to keep experiencing these qualities, and they are presented to me in different ways, forms, and keeping that in mind, I still have in the back end of my mind that obviously my reality is that I will be given death, right?
No, I'm experiencing it.
Right. And so I'm trying to make the connection between the qualities that I'm experiencing and death. Because I'm enjoying these qualities, I wouldn't want these qualities to come to an end with when I'm given death. That's the whole. When you realize this, that's when you have this desire.
Line of thinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
And from there, because you said that, hey, I have this desire, I don't want my experiencing these qualities to come to an end at death. So death cannot be the end to my existence.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I assume that, if I imagine that my existence will cease when I die, finish, right now, before I die, I would say definitely, through my experience, the one who created me is a capricious trickster, playing with me like the cat is playing with the mouse and torturing me taking pleasure from it. Now, because of my thinking alternative that death is the cessation of my existence. When I look at it, my creator is an capricious trickster. Where is the sign for it? Is an heartless tyrant? Tyrant? Look at the universe. No. So the alternative, whether death is the cessation of my existence or transformation into another realm that my desires will be satisfied by the one who gave me these desires. Very simple. So which one it makes sense under the witnessing of this universe, this existence? Which one makes sense?
So we're saying
They are
that, yeah.
diametrically opposite, in not in between. Diametrically opposite. Whether I will be resurrected into in another kind of creation that this able, potent maker is going to satisfy the desires he has given in my existence, or he is a really capricious, ruthless trickster. Which one seems to be acceptable? Under the witnessing of the universe. Look, never refer to religious sources. Prophet said this, the Quran says this. No. Here it is. What is so obvious to me, so obvious.
So I'm trying to understand the desire of not wanting whatever I'm experiencing to end. That desire leads me to conclude or puts me in agony that my existence cannot end here because I'm made to enjoy this.
I'm made.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So simple.
Yeah.
There is nothing complicated at all, no gray area, black and white. Black and white, no gray area. So, as the Quran says, we sent this message to you to make a clear distinction between right and wrong. Not in between, a little bit. No. Either 100% right or 100% wrong. You cannot be in between. That's why in the among the Muslim scholarship, in the tradition, they say there is no place in between belief and denial. You cannot be in between. Well, human beings are created not to be in between. Not you cannot be, you can choose. You have a free will, you choose to be everything. But human nature says either you are a believer or a denier under the witnessing of the universe. Think about it, you cannot be in between. You shouldn't be in between. Because there is no evidence to be in between.
I've also concluded that the source that's manifesting these qualities must be a permanent one. And I mean, I can also go on with saying that, and that's it. I'm given this existence and death is the end to it. But I still know
What
that
do you mean at the end?
the end to it.
Which end?
And to my existence.
Where?
Here.
Yeah, that's the end. Where?
in this universe, to the end to my existence in this universe when I'm ultimately given the ultimate death,
Ultimate death?
put in the grave.
Ultimate death?
Yes.
That we have been studying, then right now you would say, my creator is ruthless.
But why? Because he's making me experience the qualities here,
No,
and
but
he
you are
also
not,
made me.
you are not experiencing it. You are concluding that the creator of this universe must be absolutely merciful, compassionate, wise. And if you say death is the end of everything, it means contradictory.
Must be absolutely merciful,
Yeah,
meaning
but
that
are you experiencing the mercy endlessly? Don't you want? We
but mercy
discussed
keeps
this a lot.
manifesting in different forms. Like
Sorry? Yeah.
mercy keeps manifesting in different forms.
Why does it demonstrate to you that as the creator, my mercy has no end?
He's demonstrating that he's a permanent one.
Yeah, and gave you the desire to experience the permanent mercy.
But I'm experiencing it here.
No,
Which keeps
it is
coming
just
continuously.
conclusion. You are not experiencing. You, for
Did
example,
we-
do you want to die?
No,
No.
no.
Why? You want to enjoy life and
Mhm.
existence. And when you are 90 years old and young, still active, would you prefer? Think about it now. Think about it now. Would you prefer to die and disappear from existence?
Never.
What does it mean? Never, yeah? That is the answer you gave. Never.
So that is like the sign that makes you
Of course.
reflect on
No.
that your existence cannot end here.
No, by death.
But here's my questions. For example, I'm experiencing something, just had the brownie, that was a manifestation of mercy. Later on, something else, an apple, another manifestation of mercy. Things keeps coming. Mercy is being manifested, and I realize it's not coming from the objects because they're transient in themselves. But at the end of the day, I still know that I'll die.
But your desire not to end your experience is there.
I won't say.
Where did you get it?
I would say my desire not to die
Not
because I'm enjoying
not to,
here.
Well, the confusion is your desire is not to die, not to come to an existence in your to come to an non-existence in your existence. So death must be something so that your existence will still continue, your existence, and your desires must be satisfied because the source demonstrated that he or it can satisfy your desires because it gave you the desires to you. Otherwise, if it is not going to satisfy it, why it would give you the desire for eternal happiness?
So I'm trying to understand the desire. The desire is for me not wanting to die, period. That's my desire.
Desire is, in fact, not one thing. Desire not to cease in your existence. No, that is different from ceasing existence. Death is transformation, but slowly, I'm getting ready. I am prepared that this life is not really as pleasurable as you would like to be. But the source can make it. It's manifesting. I say, yeah, I would like to be ever young, active, experiencing every manifestation of the qualities.
That's a wishful thinking, though. If you
Sorry?
think that's a wishful thinking.
Why? Where did you get this thinking?
Because
The order. Where? It is with you. It is with you. It is with you.
But the way you see the way things come into existence in the universe within a certain order, you know that you go through a transformation, babyhood, adulthood, you know.
Who's making it?
The one that has created the universe.
And the one also says, I can satisfy your endless desires.
But these are wishful thinking.
What do you know by wishful thinking?
Okay. They cannot be satisfied in this universe.
There must be.
But the way you see the way you see things come into existence in the universe within a certain order, you know that you go through a transformation, babyhood, adulthood, you know.
Who's making it?
But these are wishful thinking. There must be.
There must be another
It's
type
like
of
a dreamland.
Sorry?
It sounds like
Not
a
a dreamland,
dreamland.
no. Trust the manifested names in this world because they are there, real, and the desires are given to you by the owner of these qualities. They are not from somewhere else.
So,
So this hope, this human hope,
and wishful thinking.
is
Human
not
hopes are wishful thinking.
or even you call it wishful
Okay.
thinking. This wishful thinking is given to you
By the one.
who
That-
created you with
Okay.
this wishful thinking.
And since he's given me this wishful thinking, then there must be a dreamland where these.
What a dreamland. Now, what is the language you use? I don't know. There must be another type of creation that I must experience the full satisfaction of it because I'm given the desire for full satisfaction of it
Mhm.
by him. I didn't invent it. Everybody has it.
Mhm.
Everybody has it.
Okay. So these desires and wishful thinkings makes you realize of another type of creation where they will
There
be
must be.
satisfied. So
There must be. If I wasn't given the desire to experience the manifestation of the mercy, wisdom, justice, then I wouldn't really imagine the resurrection, another type of creation, because I have no desire for it, but I have it. The reality is I have it. So these people made up some languages looks like real. One of the dangerous language that these unbelievers made up is wishful thinking. Thinking. How do you think? How do you wish? Where did you get these ideas? By your maker. You know, everybody has it, not only you. I am dying for it. I see if there was no resurrection, the creator of this universe and me must be a ruthless, heartless tyrant. I see no sign for it. Because look, I want to satisfy fully the manifestation of the mercy that I am created to desire for, to ask, to be in need of.
this mercy that you're talking about, but you're experiencing it here in
But
different ways and
you are
forms.
experiencing the existence of it, but you are not satisfied with it. You need to satisfy. For example, when you are hungry, you see that there's a man here who has plenty of food, never ending. And you saw this man, oh, he has enough food, but he is not giving it to me. What do you say? You are hungry, made you hungry, and he has the food, is not giving.
It contradicts with giving me
As
hunger.
human logic says, cannot be true. The same source says, I have endless food, and I am the one who gave you hunger. What does it mean? I have endless food. I have given you the hunger, and desire to satisfy the hunger is also given by me.
Mhm.
With this wishful thinking is a made-up story
Mhm.
that is human nature.
Mhm.
They present this vocabulary as if not real. Wishful thinking has no reality, as if. That is your quality, given to you by your creator and the desire. So you don't want, for example, you want to get old and like me that we cannot walk really?
No, but I know that.
Fully out of breath.
Here's the
Do
thing.
you want?
No, but at the same time,
Yeah,
you know
what does
that.
it mean?
At the same
You
time, I
have the
know.
experience.
At the same no, I don't, but at the same time, I know that I will, so I have to accept this reality.
Why?
Well, that's
What
how
is
the
the
order of the
reality?
universe is, right?
No, that is a very distorted idea. Think about it seriously. What is the reality?
Reality is that we're given existence here for a certain amount of time, and
Reality is in the creation and your desire for the one who demonstrates his qualities to you and say, my existence belongs to him. You are given all your human qualities, including your body, by the one who created the universe. That is why, for example, very simple, the scripture always presents God as Rabbul Alamin. Why? The one who takes care of the whole universe. So, for example, in a very simple, many examples, especially in the Quran, Abraham says, what are you worshiping? What do you do? What is your expectations? Whatever. They say something that we just follow our forefathers. We just follow our this made-up language without thinking what they mean really.
can I,
Abraham says, I worship the Lord of the universe, owner of the universe, the one who established this universe. Look, he doesn't say I worship God. He says, whoever is taking care of this universe, manifesting his qualities within this universe, I worship. So look at the universe, look at your own existence, and see the reality in you as a human being. Your body is dying, but your desires never die. Here I am.
what kind of desires are we talking about?
Absolute happiness. Perfect enjoyment of your life. Existence.
Absolute happiness. What does absolute happiness mean?
Whatever it is, never ending. As far as I'm concerned, never ending. Never ending. We gave
Okay.
maybe more,
Not
like
ending.
a dozen time the example, even if your mother is young, but 900 years old, young, active, right? Would you like your mother to die, kill her? Because that's enough, 900. Can you kill her? Why? 9,000 years old. Experiencing. It means human beings are created for eternity.
When we say anything absolute mercy, absolute happiness, it means that I don't want these feelings and qualities to end
Yeah.
within this universe.
As far as you can imagine, you cannot imagine absolute, but you don't want to give an end to your existence, to your enjoyment in this world.
Okay, meaning that I don't want that death is the end to everything that I'm
So,
experiencing.
and that I don't want is true, but interpreting the meaning of death. Who's giving death?
The one that gave life.
Sorry?
The one that gave life.
Yeah, look, freely gave you life and giving you death as well. But the one who endowed you with all these qualities is giving you death as well. What does it mean? This word is not for your dwelling place. Because look at your body, look at my body. You are young, so you may not realize it. I really realize it. My body cannot run. My body cannot climb up the stairs. Right? My body cannot breathe comfortably. I have If you notice, I breathe more frequently than young people. Why? Because not functioning properly, my body. But my humanity wants what? Is there any cure for it? Can I run again as I used to? So I can enjoy everything permanently, but my body is created in such a way that this is not the perfect fitting dwelling place for my humanity, for my spirit, for what makes me a human being. Body says, no, 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 I'm not for you. Body says, I'm not for you. But my desire to experience everything perfectly is with me. My body doesn't provide it. What does it mean? There's a contradiction. Don't you remember? This word is the word of contradiction, and that is perfect. Because through the contradiction, I understand that this word is not my permanent existence. Doesn't represent my permanent existence at all. So I desire for the permanent existence, and the one who gave me this desire must satisfy it. If it doesn't satisfy it, it must be a capricious, sadist maker, and I see no sign that the creator of this huge universe with an unimaginable perfection will be a capricious, trickster, sadist. I see no sign. So my assumption that death is the end of my existence, be careful. Death is the end of my existence. This assumption, it must be wrong. Contradicts the reality I am experiencing in this world. So I have to review or revise my assumption that death should not be the end. There are other evidences that the Creator in the universe gives death and resurrects them again, gives death and resurrects again. These are, apart from this, only the manifestations of the qualities and the human beings experiencing these qualities in this world tells me that there must definitely be another type of creation promised by the creator of this universe. How? Through saying that, look, I gave you the desire, I gave you the need, and I am able to satisfy that need. It means you will do it. Is there any reason why he shouldn't do it? I see in the world, no. So I understand that the spirit is not satisfied with this body. It means human qualities are not satisfied with this universe. But I, as a human being, my human qualities can only be satisfied with being belonging to the absolute source of existence of this universe. So I belong to him. He gave me life, welcome. He is going to give me death, welcome. That's up to him. So the winter is coming. We know that he's going to give death to most of the living beings. Is it the end of everything? He demonstrates again in the spring. It means, look, he's demonstrating that he can renew the creation. He preserves the quality is in one seed. The quality is of 200 years of tree in one seed. Perfect animal in one cell. He's demonstrating that he's able to do that. He's able to do this. And I see no point why he shouldn't do it.
When we say that human qualities can only be satisfied by belonging to an absolute source of existence, or by having this awareness of belonging to an absolute source of existence, is that a feeling?
That's you. You are a human being, feeling whatever you call it. Feeling your reality, your spirit, your human quality. That's your reality. That's my reality.
So you console yourself
Con?
in order to reconcile this contradiction.
Yeah.
You console yourself,
Console yourself what? What are consoling?
consoling that
It is not
you're-
only consolation. That's my reality. That's the reality of the
Okay.
universe. That's how I am made. It's not consolation, like that. Oh, I hope you want to lose it or something. No. Death cannot be the end of my existence.
Mhm.
I think the difference between the death and existence.
Mhm.
Death cannot be the end of existence. Animals die, new animals are created. Stars die, new stars are created. Galaxies die, new galaxies are created. What does it mean? Continuous demonstration that if something dies, it is not the end of existence.
Okay.
Existence continues. It means the source is absolute, and this is a promise from your Creator. So obvious, to me, so obvious. I was excited in the reading this paragraph. I said, inshallah, we can cover this paragraph today and make sure for ourselves that either the creator of this universe is absolutely merciful or absolutely tyrant, sadist tyrant. You decide. Here, use your human qualities, look at the universe, and you decide.
We just said that continuous demonstration that something dies, like plant comes in again, winter's gonna come, they're gonna die, new plants are gonna.
Giving death. The things are given death
Mhm.
and
Given life.
yeah. But
Means that it's not the end of existence.
it means existence continues, death and life
But-
continues, but repeats, but existence continues.
Whose existence?
The universe. So this it keeps manifesting,
Okay.
that my source is absolute. My source is endless. They're telling conscious human beings, my source is endless.
Mhm.
So this is the way how we become aware of where we belong to. What is the source of our existence? What is the source of your existence? Where is it? Where did you get it? What is the source of existence of the universe? So the source of existence is the owner of the existence, will continue. So we understand that all these qualities we see in the universe, witness, resurrection must take place. That's the end of my conclusion after reading this paragraph. Inshallah, we can continue next Saturday. This is very simple, very essential, but not commonly used. Most people believe in the hereafter, think that they believe, because Quran gives the news. I mean, self-reference. Quran says that I belong to God. I am the word of God, and I am the one who gives you this. How shall I know? How shall I know? How can I confirm it? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سيف الصبح.